Can actually make it a little bit taller. Let me know that you guys can see this. Long story short, you can see it's rrbrown 55. He does DGE play, and he's been getting with me to do a review video. So like I said, this is just going to be a review of his strategy, which is going to be a variation of my strategy. And I'm going to pause this and kind of go over what he's doing, what I agree with, what I don't agree with, if I have any questions, and kind of just going to be basically picking, his brain and my brain and figuring out what's going on with this. I think his starting bankroll is going to be $5,900. I usually start at $5,000. So let's go ahead and see what happens. I'm going to now just go back down. What is my actual current bankroll? It's $5,900. All right, we got 5,900. What's going on, Dice Vice? And let me know if the TV is a little bit too loud or not loud enough. Because like I said, I'm just kind of doing this live from the hip. He's just giving himself 5,900. I guess we can go ahead and skip that, right? I guess I'll trust him on that one. He's doing everything right. He's splaying out the chips. He's showing everyone on camera what's going on. He's got full view of everything. Always good for just accountability's sake. Can hardly hear it. Whatever the table maxes are, whatever casino we're at. So, let's be going. If you're new, this is your first video, welcome. Hit that subscribe button. Oh, look at him being a good YouTuber. Hit the subscribe button. Heck yeah. We do here what we play here. Yep, I'll make sure that's right. And is DGE betting. Don't know what that is. Check out my buddy Charlie's channel. He's got the pass and don't pass. And, I like this yardstick. What I figured out, which is honestly the smartest way to play craps I've ever seen. So let's go red and green like Christmas. Notice he picked out the 7. I do that as well. We're off. 9. All right. We're gonna edge in ever so slightly. 51 inside, and see if we can't avoid getting whacked. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, so you see right here, he's doing a 51 inside. So he's basically doing the 5 to the 8 because the point's a 9. He'd do the exact same. If the point was a 5, he'd see here do 6, 8, and 9 as well. Notice he has 75 out there. He's getting, for 75 pays 50 on the don't. And, if you're coming into a table fresh, I would be leery on the first shooter because you have no idea what's going on. So, like right here, starting out, if you were to do something like this, the first thing I'd look around the table. Does everyone have money? Does everyone have broke? Is the table hot? Has the ATS been hit yet? Has anyone hit a fire bet? So coming in new, you'd say, hey, I'm going to wait until player 7's out, or 1 or 2 shooters, or 1 or 2 points. So right here, if I was coming to the table, this is my first play, put 75, put on the 9, maybe get 1 hit out of that, and then come down and not run it for 3. Because like I said, the more rolls and the longer you spend at a table, the more knowledge you're going to have, the more data you're going to have. All right, let's see here. 2 and 3. These are on. That's a 6. Perfect. Let's see what he does. And press out a unit. Back up and turn off. Stay out of trouble. All right, so you're doing everything right. He turned off. He took down his odds. And he pressed a unit. You can do that. I personally wouldn't do that unless I was at $5,000 bankroll. I'd probably be up $200 or $300. I can hear you, DGE, but not the other guy. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I can give y'all. In fact, since y'all can't really hear this, I can kind of give y'all the live play because I can hear it in the distance and I can just narrate it. So, for instance, like he pressed it a unit, so I'm guessing he went from $18 to a $24.06. I'd be up probably a couple $100 before I start pressing because I'm trying to maximize as much money in my pocket before trying to get even more money. So kind of like get your house money situated before anything. We just turned it off. So he's going to roll this out. So he's off. He's not doing anything. So he just made the 9. So you see right there, if you didn't know what was going on, he could have sat here and had that 75 going for 3 hits. Now you'd have hit that 6 twice, 18 and 24 for 21 and 28 for 49. But you'd be losing 75 right here. So you did good by sitting here just hitting once, turning off, saying, hey, we're going to let this ride out. We're going to nickel and dime him, which is a good thing. So he's made this point. So because he's made this point, you would be turning these off indefinitely and either waiting till he makes another point or starting a progression on the don't pass as of right now. So right now he's made the point. His points are off. He throws a 5, another outside number, which is good. You see he's doing nothing. He's just going to keep rolling. Hitting a 4. It's his first 4 thrown. 10, first 10 thrown. Doing nothing. See, all of his bets are off. So now he's made a point. So before he does any, before I even go further, if someone made a 9 and a 5, and I've hit once, but I've pressed it up, right here with a 5K bankroll, I'd probably just take down the pass line and run a $10 don't. Because you hit 2 outside numbers, we're on the 3rd number and see how it plays. Or offset and put odds on in the next one. He's rolling, I guess, a 30-point. See now, points of 4. So right here, he's doing a $30 no 4. You're on your 3rd point. You got 5,000. You've only hit a 6 once. 30 would be on the upper limit of what I'd be doing because let's say if that 30 gets slapped with a repeater 4, then you're putting 35 on the don't flat. 7 come out. Now you're at 60. 7 come out. Now you're at 125. And then a 6 comes out. You're 125 on a 4th point with 2 come out 7s. So 30's right there. I'd even do 10, 20, 30. Yeah. I mean, right here, if it's a $10 table, I'd probably be doing 20 just to make a little pyramid. But you're right there in it. And that's a second 4 thrown. So you're a little bit ahead of, let's say, doing something when it comes to the 4-10 hedge. But you're kind of backdooring it. And this is a big thing a lot of people, when they talk to me about the anti-fire bet or working a 4-10 hedge, is don't let yourself get convinced with a lot of numbers that mean nothing. So you've made 2 points, you're on a 3rd point. That should be a minimum bet. So he's got a 30 out there, a little bit heavier. He's only rolled 1 4. Now he's rolled a second 4. So he's a little bit ahead on 30 because you'd be putting 40 after 4 4s maybe. So you're ahead on that. But let's just see how it goes. Realistically, he came on the point. It's the 3rd point thrown. He's done 2 outsides. He's due for a 7. Right there, everything looks good. $8 does nothing. No one cares. Fat 7. So $15. What's he going to do with anything? All right, he's resetting. He's OFF off. Fat 7 for your double 7's good. Turn on. He's going to work inside 9. So right there, he just waited till 2 7s. Now he's got the 9 out. He's turned on his numbers. Now the thing to consider here, though, is understand that he's got 15, 15. Correct me if I'm wrong. He should have 66 on the inside. But however, he's pressed out a unit. Or if it's a $12 6, it's an $18 6 now. The thing to watch out for is if you're pressing these by a unit, but you're doing this outside spread, if you were to lose, let's say get another 7 coming out, that extra juice, 6 is at $24. Okay, so all these are at 66 inside. That has a $24 6 now. If he gets another 7, you got to think about your recovery process that you might be more inclined to say, I'm going to not include that $6 right here, depending on the presence. So let's just see what happens. 11 off. Good. 7, 7. Okay, so right here, he just turned on his bets. And his logic is, okay, you've done a 0.7 out, a come out 7. I turned it on for 1, hit 11, I turned it off, and then did another 7, come out 7. So that's good to turn it on. You're not in a lot of profit yet, but we're still looking good on it. Deuce off does nothing. So right here, this is a little bit. So right now he made 21 minus 6, so he's made $15, and he made another $15. He's up only $30. But you see now he's not playing immediately after a 7. He's playing a 7, 7, 11, 7, deuce off, now 9. So he's already, right now, 1 roll in because of that deuce. He's rolled a deuce, a 9. So he's got 4 more rolls on average to hit a 7. So right here, you're risking the 75 and you're only up 30. You got out there a press that's profit for maybe 1 roll. 6, 28. What's he going to do? Yeah. Oh, little newbie error right there. He's like, yeah, too many numbers in your rattling, Marine. Okay. So he just pressed that 6 again. This is something like it's preference versus anything. $6, but he still has an $18 8. You can either keep going up on that 6 to 30, or you can leave it at 24 and go and move your 8 to a $24 8. But once again, this should be taking this, putting it into the bank, turning off everything, and letting it ride. Let's see what he does. So he's giving himself his change somewhere in there. Boom, there you go. Click, 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 boom. Is he going to turn off? There's his off button right there. Is he going to turn off? Yep, he brought down. He turned off. 6 does nothing. And first 10 thrown does nothing. Another 10 thrown does nothing. And 7 out. So like even right here. So right here, also realize he's been waiting for a come out 7. He just got it this shooter. So realistically, he should be able to turn on after a 7 out for 3 shooters and then turn back into a double 7. Let's see what he does. So he's keeping it off. He's playing more conservative. See right here, when I see a 0.7 out, come out 7, 11, 7, deuce, and then 3 rolls and a 7, that's a lot of 7s in a row. Remember, there should be 6 rolls for every 7. See, that cluster of 7s right there denotes to me, even if I'm only up $30, $45, okay, I can work the next 3 shooters after that 7. But like I said, that right there is a little bit of a nickel and dime on that 8, where you could see here make a lot more money just kind of honing that in. The 9 does nothing. See, 6 does nothing. See, now your 6s and 8s are coming. We still haven't hit a lot of 5s. We still haven't hit a lot of 11s. There you go. Boom. There's your 5s. Give me another 11 out there. 7 out. Okay. So hits, then presses before waits for 7s. Yep. Advantage. So right here, he missed out on an 8 if that was me. But right now, I'd be turning on this. So he might have a come out 7, and I'd zap that. So let's just see what happens. So right here on that 7, okay? So where he saved money by waiting for that come out 7, I would be down your presses. So that 8 would have paid 24, and I'd have turned that into a $24 8. So right there, 24, 30, 54, $84, I would have out in the gambit because this is low enough where I could wrap that up. So right here, I would have a $60 6 and 8 going. So, all right. So watch here. I'm down 80. Now I'm down 200. I would have a 180, 6 and 8 running because he just run to 7 and he just lost that. So see what he does. He should compress this to a 6 and 8 and see what he does.
All right, so we're down $78. $30, 6 and 8. Chop on with it.
See right here. So once again, he's playing more conservative and saying, I'm just going to do a $30 6 and 8 and just get 2 hits in. And this is a difference. This is just called conservativeship versus somewhere aggressive. So where I am more aggressive in the betting amount, I'm taking less risk because I only have to hit once. Where he's taking a lesser amount, so he's less risk on his amounts, but he has more exposure than I do because he has to now hit this twice. So right now I have a 180 6 and 8 out there, where he has a $30 6 and 8 out there. Deuce, I'm off. 3, off. So none of that matters. We're on pause right now. Just keep those amounts in your head. 3, off. Don't matter. 4. Now here's another thing. So right there, that 4 got thrown. Well, 3 threes in a row, that means that's what? 2 out of 36, so 1 out of 18 versus 1 out of 6 for 7s. So rolling 3 threes in a row is the same as rolling, let's just say, 6 4s. Not in a row, but 6 4s mathematically. So I might be inclined to put a little juice on the don't based on the fact that 3 threes have been rolled inside this scenario. So I have a 186 and 8 that's off. I'd probably throw a little $50 don't on that. Oh, right there, he just turned on. I don't know why he just turned on, because he just rolled 17,000 threes. You'd never hedge after all those threes any kind of 6 and 8. Yeah, because you're losing right here because too many rolls have happened. So that'd be a little bit of a misstep for me. I would just have $50 on the don't and let that go. So he's letting it run, but there's really no reason to let it run in the sense that there's not been 7s, there's not been anything. So boom, he has 1 hit in, so he just took that back. I'm still 180 on a 6 and 8. So I'm still $50 on that don't. Yo, 11, there's my 11s. Okay, so right here, I'm down $200, but I just made 25 off my 50 right here. So now I'm only down 175. So I can reduce these from 180 6 and 8 to a 150 6 and 8. Savvy? All right. So I have a 150 6 and 8 running. And he's working. All right, so right here, once again, these turn off because it's too high of an amount. That means if I have a 150 6 and 8 working, I'd have to put 600 on the don't on the first point, which is a 4. Inaccurate. Can't do it. Too much exposure. But once again, a lot of 3s, a lot of 4s, I would see here and reduce this down to probably $20 or $30 on the don't. Just a flat don't. And see right here, he's juicing this 6 and 8. And this is where I'd be a little bit more leery, because now I'm still 175 down. So boom, he's recouped his money in his 2 hits when I was explaining low exposure or more exposure, but more conservative betting. I am still in a lock on this 6 and 8. He's turned, all right, taking his shit down. Excuse me, taking his stuff down. Boom, boom, boom. So, okay, so 7 out. I'd probably put $20 there. So now I'm 35. So I'm 165 down, turning on a 6 and 8. So he's resetting his stuff to 66 inside. Yep. Yep, he's working that 66 inside. He's got his little, that's his loss value right here. So right here, to give you all an instance, he just rolled an 8. So to give you where we're at, now we had two different paths. He has his path and I'm doing my path. So right there, when I had that 156 and 8, I got paid 180. I was 165 down. I made 15 bucks. And on that subject, he is still down 8 bucks. Now, it's not a lot. Like I said, we're playing conservative in different ways, but you see that once again, I hit that 8, would made profit, and then right here in this, I'd have made another 15 bucks profit. So right here, you're still in technical a hole, whereas I'm sitting here, already made profit off it, recovered everything, and I'm down. And I'd just be relaxing this one. I think he's just going to relax it too. 5 does nothing. 11 ain't doing nothing. First 10 thrown. 4, first 4 thrown. 9 ain't doing nothing. Come bets for extra juice, advantage edge. Heck yeah. Get a little cheese for the cheddar. 4, second 4 thrown. 7 out. All right, so right here, you had a lot of throws. You're like, okay, that was a semi-good throw. I mean, it's over 6 throws, and not a lot happened, but you know what? We got thrown. But once again, you're like, okay, maybe it's heating up. Maybe something's happening where our shooter is going to start picking up. But understand, you're still theoretically running a deficit from way back then, that 7-7, 11-7 deuce 1, 2, 3, 7. There's supposed to be 6 rolls there between every single one of these 7s. So you're still in debt to the 7, regardless if you roll 6, 7, 8, 9 times, because you got to rectify that 6-to-1 ratio on that back math. Micro is micro, macro is macro. Okay, so watch this. He did a sit here. All right, you guys there? Hello. All right. At 11 minutes, me and rrbrown are exactly the same. 10-10, 66 on, yeah, for a second, but nothing happened. I just paused. But right now at 11 minutes, we are now officially right here at the same motion. I'd have a 10-10, 66 on the inside. So it took 11 minutes, but now we're back to me and him are playing the same game. Fat 7. So let's see what he does. So he's listing out what he's lost. Once again, differing. He has a $30 6 and 8. Right here, I'd have a $60 6 and 8. Right here on a 10, because we've had so many 7s, and I'm at the bottom of the barrel level, which is a $60 6 and 8. That's 120. I'd have a 250 or 240. Don't. Let's see what he does. He's got a 120 don't, so we have the same logic. He's like, hey, a lot of 7s come out. We're going to let it fly. 3 does, that's the first roll. 3 does nothing. Second roll, fat 6. Now watch this. This is a key difference. Right here, we had the same mentality. Our betting was different, but notice right here, I have made my 60 has now paid me 70. I'm up $10. I'm off everything. I might put $10 here just to say it because it's a 10, but most likely I'm taking everything down because I want to get a couple $100 up before really playing the let's play numbers game. So right here, in the other instance, rrbrown beat me to recovery, but he was about $8 short, but he had a lot smaller bets than I did. But this time, I'm ahead of him in profit, where he's still kind of sweating that 120 lay bet. Let's see what happens. So he's paid himself. Did he press? Nope. He just recovers. He takes down. He's going to be turning off here. Boom. So he still has to wait on a second hit. Fat 8 ain't going to do nothing for him. 5 ain't going to do nothing for him. 5 ain't going to do nothing. See, now these long rolls are going to start coming in and rectify that fat 7. All right, so 7. See, now he's on. Now he is on. I don't know the roll yet because it's mid-pause. But right now he's got a $30 6 and 8. See, I am at a 66 inside because now I've reduced down to half my profit. A bunch of 7 outs have happened, so I am even more confident in working on the first come out row now, considering the first 10, 15 minutes of this session. So I have a 66 inside working on my profit while he is still coming to try to get this loss right here. 6. So now I'm up $24. No, 18 page 21. Why does that seem wrong? It doesn't. 18 page 21. So now I got a $24 6. I've clicked back profit. I'm up and I'm starting to build this where he is still playing catch up. Let's see what happens. So he pays himself. And see, now he's still on a loss because he just put a little bit right there. Or maybe he didn't. Who knows? But you know what? It's still the 2 hits to get there. And see, he's not pressing. He's doing an off recovery, which I'm sure 7 out. He's bringing this back down. Yep, because he's now right with me, 66 on the inside. So he's doing a 66 on the inside. I have a 66 on the inside, except my 6 is $24. So I'm on level 2 of my hits. He's a shooter behind me right here. Let's see what happens. I'm working, baby. I'm in the juice now. He's going back to, yeah, he's getting in high cotton. Look at this. Look at this trash right here. I like that right there. Look at that emblem. Brown. King Brown. KB. Ooh, kind of like KD. Ooh. Also, you can tell it's good for filming because look at this small box with all this little buffer room. You can put the angle of the thing right there. 4. So right here, this is where a couple of different instances is. So he's probably going to mention it as well, but a 4 hasn't been made yet. There's been more 4s thrown, however, than there have been 10s, a lot more 4s. So regardless of like your system, like, well, you know, what's going to happen? Like he's thrown a bunch of 4s. 4s are where it's at. He's thrown a bunch of 7s. You got to ask yourself, has there been just as many 4s? Have there been 7s? I think the 7s are a little heavy. That means that there should be a little bit more 4s in there. But right here in profit, this right here would be 66. That's a 120 inside. So right now in my system, I'd be up like $50. So I would reduce this down to a $12 6 and 8, put $50 right there and let it run. Or in this situation, if I was with Bobby, I would sit here and say, you know what? I'm just going to put $20 in the don't, not do anything, and let that build in a different day. Let's see what he does. Ah, look at him. I'm not going to do anything on the 4. Fat 4. So watch this. He made it. I lose 20. So now I have 25 on the don't where he has nothing on the don't. His conservatorship saved him whatever he would have saved him 120 if he was trying to do some ridiculousness. And that's what he's trying to explain. We're touching tips right now. Look at that. Okay, so watch this. He just said come out 7. Okay, now watch this. Down 20, down 25. I now have $45 loss right here. Okay. Now he rolled a 7-7, if I remember correctly, like a 7-7-4-4-7. Okay. So this is where I would take a stab. I would leave this at $25. And then right here, I would throw a $30 6 and 8 working. He's talking about math. Okay, so he got a 5. Okay, so I only have $25 right here. So I'm still 45 down, but I only have 25 right here. I have a $30 6 and 8. I'm going to put $75 right here on the don't odds. And I'm going to let it play a little bit longer. This is where you can like let the trail dangle a little bit because of what the dice sequences are doing. Man, it's hard to explain this sober. Come on now. This shooter's taking his time. Look at him. Phillying around. It's a nice watch. He knows what he's doing. All right, so just like me, though, so even though I have 25 right here and he's offset, notice that I have a $30 6 and 8. He has the spread to the 9. We both have 75 right there on the dome. So we're in the same position, just different. 10 does nothing. Second roll. I am, okay, so right here, my 6 and 8, my $30 6 and 8 are off. My $25 only don't is still on, and then I have a $30 don't right behind as odds. So when I get paid, 25 plus 20, 45, complete wash on my part. Doesn't matter. See, he didn't linger, he's off. 8, that's, yeah, now that I'm off, of course we're going to have everything in the world. Look at 6, pay him. 6, pay him. This is my life every day of the week. 9, everyone gets paid, everyone's happy. 8, everyone gets paid and happy. That's nothing. Field bet. 6, pay everybody. 4, pay everybody. 10, pay everybody. Oh, great. Love just getting all this money for nothing. 6, nothing. All right, so watch this. He pulled a 5, okay? So where are we right now? This is exactly what I'm talking about. You missed all these opportunities. They're off. They're gone. Your situation, bonitos. So I'm down 45. I had just lost 55. So now I'm at a $100 loss, 2 points made. This right here is 105. Don't, all this is down off. I don't care. Okay, 7 frontline winner. So right here, I don't know if he's working or not. But right now, I'm at 210 right here on the dome. I'm happy with a 5. Still 210 right here doing nothing. And see, he's in profit, or he's reconciled. I am not in profit. I'm making $5 every level once it reconciles. But other than that, de nada. Fat 6, missing on all these numbers. 10, of course. I'm sitting here losing my mind. 5. So now I got 415 on the don't. Oh, okay. So watch this. 415 on the don't. He just slapped a fat deuce. Okay. So I got paid. So I'm probably up 20, 25 bucks in that loss plus 5 right here. Okay. So this is kind of the fun part of being in these situations where he played conservative. He's made his nickels and dimes doing great. I had 410 right here on the don't, just got paid 410, made 20 bucks. Well, now, what situation am I in now? He's made a 4, he's made a 5 twice. And so right here, I am out of my cycle, made my money, but the shooter's still shooting. So what I would do here is put $25 on the don't. He's rolled a deuce, he's going to roll again, but I'm right now putting $25 on the don't. Okay, right here, lost 25, put in 30 on the don't. Okay, I've lost 25, I have 30 on the don't. I'm going to go ahead and put 30, 25, that's 55. I'm going to go ahead and put 150 odds on the don't for that 10.
That's several chances during this roll. It's 2 after the I'm still saying a lot of chances.
See right here, this is where we would part ways, Mr. Brown. He said, I'm going to run a hedge right here. These numbers are dead. They've hit 4 and 5 and 6 times each. They're gone. Bonito. Goodbye. Las Serpentes. Like this right here, for me, would be all don't or right here. I wouldn't even touch any of these numbers because they've already been hit. Those are out of the bag. I could be dead wrong, but we'll see. So I got, what, 25, 30. I got 30 right here and 150 on the don't. 12 does nothing. Ooh, I like those fours. Okay, so right here, he's 7'd out. So he hedged all his bonitos, all his beauties right here, and got nothing from it. So right here was a wash, whereas the 30 pays my 25 plus 5, but I just made $75 right here on the don't. So that goes to show you that right here in that situation, this was a conservative path. You did everything right. There wasn't anything except for that one working hedge. I don't know what the heck that was. That's just out of nowhere. But this is kind of where the difference is when you can get popped for $75. You can get a $75 profit right here on a good bet versus trying to run a hedge on the 5th point when, I mean, by God, you ran a 6 17,000 times. How much more can you squeeze that sponge to get another 6 out? Bonito. Que pasa? All right, so I'm up. I think I'm beating you right now. I know I'm up on the money and beating you. But yeah, that's the thing. But right here, I don't know how you're going to reset, but I'm assuming you're going to reset right here to a 66 inside. And after this shooter, we are right back where he should be. And guess what? Because of all those dang come out 7s, I'm still running. I'm still running right here a 66 inside working. All these come out 7s have just proved to me I need to still be working come outs. Because, like I said, it's not going to be there forever. So he's off, I'm on. 66 inside. I'm up. Just made 75. I've got a free pop. 6. So I'd have hit that and ran and turned off. So I don't know. He's going to roll a bunch of times. Doesn't matter. I already hit that 6 and pressed it up for a unit. Because now I'm in like 150. See, he rolled at 7. I'd still be working. 9. Got paid on that. Now let's see what he's going to do. He's like, oh, I just heard that sigh. He's golden. I mean, he hit a bunch on those last big rolls, but man, he should be right now dropping that 9, keeping that in the minimum, 75 right here, and baby, we're in profit. Let's go. Nothing. Nuckburger. 8. Hit it. Pressed it. I'd reduce the 5. So now I have these inside working and make that 60. Deuce, turn off, reset. Bring this down to $15. Why? I got money. $15 it says no 9. Nothing. 8 doing nothing. Everyone's getting paid by me. Everyone's getting paid by me on the 6. 7 out, getting another $10 right there. Boom! Bye! Dude, we're rolling. I mean, look what is going on here, man. This is where it's nickel, dime. You got to see here, man, we're in it. This is the pocket. Working. All right, deuce. I'm off. Fat 9 again. All right, now watch this. We rolled another 9, okay? So I've already made my nut and pressed this up. Leave this off. $15 on the don't. You can't even hurt my feelings now. Let's just see what happens. So he's working a heavy hedge. He's got his numbers out there. He's now trying to squeeze the sponge 3 shooters late. I'm wiggling this ruler stick. Like, man, I like this stick. Look at this. Old school stick, too, from Texas. Yo 11. He ain't reducing. So watch that. See, he just 7'd out. So where I just hit 2 or 3 times, I can't remember. I've been too busy jaw jacking. But where I hit 2 or 3 times, he's still washing out and hasn't made anything. He might have lost a few dollars on the VIG. Who knows? I don't think so because he got that little dingly-dangly thing in the back of his throat right there. But who knows?
All right, so 90, 60, 15, 15, so that's 70.
Okay, so Bobby just asked a question right here in this scenario. He's like, well, okay, what if I threw a 9? Would I chase the lay? And the argument is threefold. But answer 1 is I wouldn't be on the lay at this point for that amount because you've been holding these numbers in. The second aspect of that is at this point in my bankroll, I'm up $150. So I don't mind going to an $80 don't right here because of the fact that I'm up $150. And I can zero it back to 5,000 and say I'm just going to cut my losses here if I need to at that level. But at this point in your bankroll, you might be up $75 or $80 or $60. So that's like saying, okay, well, now I am having to dip into my original bankroll to chase this. But for lack of a better word, let's say you put me in this situation, Bobby, and I'm going to say, okay, $80 on the 9. Let's just say like, no, I can't say that because you 7'd out. But yeah, I'd probably put, if you 9'd, I'd probably put $80 on it.
60.
I would say I can just run it like I lost it, but the problem is you 7'd out, so it's a whole thing. Man, I'm getting a forearm workout too, like holding in this yardstick. I like this. Straddling my chair. I should have a drink, realistically. I do have some smoke wagon on the shelf right now. Old single barrel whiskey. All right. See, like once again, this is what I'm telling you. So now this is when this thing needs to be on. So when I boom, hit a 5. That's now 3 shooters with no come out 7. So I ought to hit, pressed, bam. And now that's off, and the next shooter off. So that's what I'm saying. 3 shooters have shot. Now I'm going off the next round. So I hit that. That's another. I don't think I pressed that one. So I think that's a 21. So that's now 20. So I got 20, 24, 24, 20. $10 does nothing. That's the first roll. 4. What's he going to do? They're down. Off. Cool. 7 out. Look at that. Bugger the bang. And I'm off. 4. So once again, hit a 4. Now, 4s and 10s on the hedge program are going to be your biggest exposures. Now, once again, I'm only up like $150, maybe $160. So right here, if I want to still play this gambit, but if the money is too big because I don't want to put my entire profit line to cover the hedge, either drop the 5, drop the 9, drop the 5 and 9, and roll a lower one right here to like $60, $80. I think together is 36, so you could literally put $80 there versus 120 and let that go. For the sake of this argument, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, okay, 6 and 8, $18, $60 on the don't. Because you're only up like $80. Like that's where you're at. So if you're right there, that's where you need to be. I'm up 80. I can drop the 5 and 9, put 80 right here, and run it. So you're putting 150, 160. You're putting something out there. 160 no 4. That's heavy. So 7 out, did nothing, washed on both of our accounts. So you don't have to worry about, we're going to hopefully match this. I'm pressed on all 4 numbers on profit, where I think you're still at a baseline. Understand, though, I am doing this in my head. Like I'm playing the game of craps mentally with all my amounts. So if I'm off by a couple of dollars, bear with me. I'm literally just doing this in my head and playing along to his numbers. All right. I'm still off, chasing that 7. Hard 6. He is off too, so we're both. 8 does nothing. 3 does nothing. And now we're in dead space now. 6 winner means nothing to me. If he hits an 8-2. Come out 7. Oh, whoa. You see the dice from midair right now. We're pausing this. Whoa! What's all this about? Hey, let me dangle my stick a little bit more. You're doing a come out 7 on a second point for $66? I don't know about all that. Man, that's first shooter problems. We're on an 8 shooter problems? 3. You didn't even get all that risk. You didn't even get paid for it. Fat 3 does nothing. See, now you're on an 8. That's definitely nothing. Look at all these 6s and 8s. You're hitting insides. Give me another inside. Yep. Give me another inside. 6. All right. So he's probably going to throw, knowing life, he's going to throw a 9 or an 8. But right here, understand and kind of work with me, guys. All these shooters are tearing up the inside. So you only have maybe a shooter or 2 left before that's going to be a ghost town. You're going to get like 7, 11, 12 deuce, 3, 7. So be careful.
10.
10. I was off.
6.
6. We ain't doing nothing.
6.
6. Now take note of this. Look at all these 6s being thrown. So you already know if you're trying to play some Sneasel game and say I'm going to hedge into the 6 and 8 for the next 3 shooters, you're like, dude, it's been hit 5,000 times.
10. 13.
Let's see what happens. God, man, I'm yardsticking now. 4 10s. What's it going to do? $40. He's going to vig it. I didn't see any vig. All right. Hey, technical foul right here. It's a 41, no 10. That dollar needs to go into the vig. Just saying. Take vig at the beginning. Oh, he's on top. Look at him. Playing gentle now. Fat 4. Fat 4. Look at all this dead space. He's throwing 6s, 4s, 10s, 3. Look at this. All this nothing burger. 6. Nothing burger. 7 out. So, sorry about that, guys. There we go. Now we're back. He just rolled a 7. He's going to get paid $19. So, I mean, good for him. We're here. We're live. We're doing this. Basics Cabasas. So that's $19 I would not have made. But I do have 4 unit pressed right here. And I'm still off. I'm waiting for a shooter to roll my come out 7. Off 3, doing nothing. And because I'm doing nothing, you're like, well, Charlie, you're missing out on a lot of stuff because you're now waiting patiently for this. Don't be afraid. You're up, man. I'm up like $150 to $200. $15 no 9. I'm doing it. Fat 9. All right. So right there, I'm just going to drop the pass line and have $15 on the dome. That's it. 3, made my money back, reset to offset. Let's go. Look at that. I wouldn't do that. You're doing this in between points. All right. All right, so he made money where I didn't. So Bagangis Bagongos. A little bit more aggression than I would have done. But see, now he's getting rewarded too in nickel and diming them. Pressing it up. I'm assuming turning it off. Slap in, slap out. 6, made the point. So now he's on 2 points. Okay, a 9 and a 6. You know from the last shooter, 6s and 8s might as well be coming out of the gate. But I haven't seen a lot of 5s. I haven't seen a lot of 9s. And I haven't seen a lot of 4s. So right here, on a 3rd point, I'm still offsetting. But I might juice this compared if it's going to go inside or outside. It's in the building. Ooh, see? A little fat 5. $15, no 5. I can't do it. He's either doing $15 or 30. See, 6. He's working that inside. Fat 8. Working that inside. 3. 3. Another 3. That corner's hot. 7 out. So I made $10. I think he's making a little bit more. Oh, we made $10 too. So we both got to the same bet in different ways, but we both made money. I still have a unit pressed on all these, but still off, waiting for a come out 7. Oh, fat 6. I ain't doing nothing. No one's doing nothing. 9 doing nothing. Hot shooter. Fat 9 again. 2 9s. I'm not seeing a lot of. What is it? What's the short number right now? I think 5s and 10s are short. Fat 9. Still not working. Like I said, waiting for that come out. Oh, he's technical difficulties. Intermission. Fluff, 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 fluff. Nope. Timer. All right. Once again, I'm not on. He's not on.
That's 7 out.
Oh, okay. Whoa. All right. There's been 17,000 shooters. All right. I'm bored. I'm tired. If I see 767, we're working. By God, I haven't seen a 7 in 10 years. If I'm going to get screwed, I'm going to get screwed on this roll right here. Charles. Hey, guys. Okay. Oh, he's starting a timer. I hope you guys like that little impromptu little shadow thing right there. Me and my Disney shirt. Fat 6. All right, so I got a $24 6. Boom, got paid 28. I'm now a $30 6, $20 5 and 9, $24 8. I feel better now. Life is good. All right. 7 out. I'm working again just because that cluster. Fat 5. So that $20 just got paid me. I now have a $25 5, $30 6, $24 8, $20 9. And I'm still clicking away at this. Because I just hit that 5, and now I have a $25 5, I'll put $15 on the don't for a 5. Okay, Brown's having a meltdown. He's like, oh, what do I even do? See, right here, he's got 50 and some change, but he's pressed. So right here, he's like, ay. But he could right now make the decision to drop this back to a manageable level to where he doesn't feel as nervous about it because of the roll history and make monies out, man. Sometimes you just got to drop it back and be like, hey, shh, it's going to be okay. All right? $90. Whew. That's a lot of a 105. My God. Brown. A 105 right now? That's where we're at. 105. You're not even you might be up $200. $200. You're doing a 105 hedge? Woo. You just want that money gone. I hear you. I'm at $15, you're at 105. I got it. Fat 5. Woo! I bet you don't like that, Mr. Brown. I'm over here $15 down in a Diet Coke, and you're over here sweating. Ugh. Here, you're about to be sweating that 105. All right, I'm at $20 on the don't. Let's see what you're going to do on that don't. Get whacked. Hell yeah. All right. Oh, a flat 100. All right. Well, that ain't loss plus 5. I mean, you got $5,000. You might as well put 110 out there or 105 because, I mean, why even short the $5 at this point? You're at 100 starting out. Might as well do at least 105, 110 to feel good about yourself. Oh, I'm all right. I'm $15 on an 8, and you're $100 on an 8. Okay, 7. Look at that. But see, now you lost the $5. I made $5. I actually didn't. I just was dicking around. But still, reset. Look at him panicking. Get that $5 out of there. You want to keep it? All right. So right here, even though we just did all that hoopla, this is off. Still waiting for my come out 7. 5. Once again, you're not going to tempt me, Lord. I'm doing $15 on the don't. I'm going to laugh at Bobby. Look at him. 100. Has not learned one thing. $105 again. Cool. Didn't you just see all those 999s? Wash bet. I made $10. Does 105 pay 70? 75 pays 30. Yeah. 50. Yeah, it's $70. I like that I'm doing this in my head without even looking at you. Yeah, it's 70, dog. Yeah. 75 pays 50, 30 pays 20. Yeah. Look at that. We just came to the same conclusion. I like it. What did you lose?
20, 40, 55, 63.
Made $7. Better than nothing. That 105 is deadly, though. That scares me. I'm still off. Still waiting for some kind of garbanzo bean to happen out here, some kind of Mexican jumping bean to pop out and give me the red sign to say okay. Oh, so he's off, I'm off. All right, so you made 8 and a 5, $15 on a 5. That's it. Catch you later, Paradise. Nothing's happening. 4, 11. Nothing's happening. 7. I made $10. You made no bucks. I'm nickel and diming you, Bobby. 3 ain't gonna do nothing for us. All right, made it 8. Still nothing crazy happening right now. All right, so you just put a 10 out there. Been a lot of choppy rolls. Right here, I'd only put $10. Round the don't. All right, Brown just asked a question. He said, you're doing these $15 odds and all this stuff. You know, are you doing that because you're in profit? I am taking those chops now because I am in profit. I don't mind every shooter where I'm not going to do anything on the inside and I'm not going to hedge and I'm waiting for come out 7s. I'm just throwing something right here to just take up my time. And you're right, I'm up $200 or some, let's just say around $200. So this right here is basically just like, hey, it's a small enough amount where it's negligible, but it allows me to sit here and be, once again, still generating something per shooter. They do nothing. They do nothing. Do another 10. They do nothing. All right, 7 out, still off. $10 on the 4. Uh-oh. So right here, you're at 160. That should be almost all your profit on a 4. We haven't seen a come out 7 yet. We've had a bunch of long rolls, but your 10s are still light. Your 4s are heavy, but what are you really seeking here? You're probably going to get, what, a cluster of 9s, maybe 9, 10, 11. Yep, there's your 10. There's your 8. All right, so now you're getting paid. I wouldn't be getting paid right here. Getting paid. 28. You gonna bring it to a $30 8? What are you going to do there? I can tell you what you should be doing here. Do a $30 8, turn it off, and reduce that down to a minimal bet. Good chip play right there. I like that splay. He's off. I still have my little measly bet out there. All right, made $5. Still not working. I wouldn't be $10 right here. Can't do anything crazy. 75, 80, 90, and see how you're creeping up on this big bets? You're making minimal profits, but you're getting this bigger and bigger and bigger. I wouldn't even do anything on this 10. Yep, so that's a wash bet. Yeah, I mean, there you go. I wouldn't have done anything, and nothing would have happened. Did you wash or did you owe? Okay, $6 ain't bad. $6 is $6. I like that. Yo 11 ain't doing nothing. 2 Yo 11s definitely ain't doing nothing. 3 Yo 11s ain't doing nothing. Got reminded by old man Don that you said just hedge the original bet, so I started instead of risking larger amounts. There you go. It's good. I'm glad the Discord community and the DGE community kind of does a lot of self-help that we all, and I love that. I mean, essentially, I'm always a big fan of everybody essentially just over analyzing people's play over and over and over again because I mean it's an act of love. I gotta go to bed. I'll finish tomorrow. Thanks for putting these out, Charlie and Bobby. No problem, Dice Vice.
Yes, I mean, hey, a few rolls make $12.
Yeah, a few rolls made $12. So he's
6.
doing nothing. See, I'm dead right now. I'm literally just doing absolutely nothing. I think the last 5 shooters I've basically done absolutely nothing. And hopefully those profit margins when you're at that $200, $300 level, this is what allows you to kind of get those diamond hands and not mess with stuff because you're like, dude, I'm up. My hourly is up.
6.
200 odds. No risk, no gamble. I hear you. I have a buddy of mine that's Russian that says stuff like that. No gamble, no glory. All right, you've made a 6. Points of 6. 7 out. No gamble, no glory. 12. Oh, there you go. Deuce. So this is a difference I've been doing. If a 12 comes out, I'll let that don't just stay naked. And that would have helped a lot right there, but just throwing that out there. All right, at this point I'm bored. So right here, I mean, 11, 11, 11, I just put $30 in the don't right here. Just to give me a little $20 juice factor. And see right here, I wouldn't be putting all that craziness on it. I just have $30 in the don't. You've already rolled enough. It's hard to get these numbers in. You might hit, but still. 8, fat 8 right there. Coming down, off, down. Four does nothing. And right here, I mean, because I've had these bets out for the longest time, this would be around the time I was like, dealer, just take me down. So I got 25, 30, 55 plus 24, so 79 plus 20, so 99. So I'd be taking down all this and mentally say, I only put a unit per, and I have $30 out there, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. So I have 6 $21 hits right there. So I already know $120 have been made total somewhere in this gambit of the 5 and 9s because of my press values. And I just take them all down just because they've been lingering out there for a bunch of rolls. 4 doing nothing. I sold my $30 no 9. $30 no 9, nothing's happening. 8's going crazy. 6. All right, so I made $20 on a 7 out. I would be putting $15 in the field right here. 8. So hold on. $20 in the field. Oh, 6. 40. Make sure it's 15, 20, 35, 40 on the field. All right, 3 got paid. I got to make $15 right there. Does nothing. Off. Finally. All right, right here. 66 inside working. Boom. Got hit on my 6. And I just turn off. Bam. Wash, rinse, repeat. 7, working. Boom, got hit on a 9, press the unit. All right, working. 8, boom, got hit, press it. Yeah, press it. So that's 3 hits I've gotten that you're off, or maybe 2 hits. I don't know. 10. Nothing happening. Damn, we've been talking for an hour. Dang. See you, Jesse. 3 ain't doing nothing. 5 ain't doing nothing. Oh, heck yeah. I mean, when I say that, and that's a personal preference. He says, Bobby just said, do you work after those quick PSOs, 0.7 ounce? I mean, you got to think of it long term. I'm up $200. You know, I got a little bit of a leeway in the buffer. I mean, 7 something 7, 7 something 7, 7 something 7. That's 3 shooters more 7 something 7s. So that's 3 shooters. So watch that. I capitalized, but now I have to wait until it come out 7. So I just wasted all. Well, I didn't waste. I got 3 hits, but now I have to wait for a new shooter doing come out 7s. $15 no 5, just doing a flat, waiting for my come out 7. Because now we have 3 shooters sitting here. We've had 3 different instances where long come out 7. So now in your mind, you need to start thinking in the back of your head, there's going to be 2 come out 7s coming in here soon. We already had one at the beginning. We're in time for another one. Boom, 7. Just got paid right there. I'm off. Not doing nothing. Oh, 12. Look at this. Look at this dead time we got here. I should be playing music. I don't know the song I'd be playing right now. 5. Been feeling blues. All right, boom. Made a 6 point. Let's see what we got here. All right, so second point 6 and 9. Wouldn't really be doing anything crazy if he makes this 6. He did make this 6. I'd still be offsetting. There's no reason to go crazy. 5, I still wouldn't be going crazy. DG, your game is basically one step ahead of everyone. Well, somewhere along the lines, I can just understand. Something about craps I can just understand. 5, see, there you go. Now we're sitting here talking. Give me another point, I'll sit here and start hedging you. 6, nothing. Off. No hedge. Fat 6. Now, hold on now. So right here, I just have a $15 don't. That's it. Oh, all right. So 7. I lost my 15. I have a $20 don't. All right. So 8. I got a $20 8. I would reduce that 8 to $15. Now, that's different than I've done, but look what I did. 6-6 essentially is nothing to me. That might as well be half a point even with 6. Come out 7, those zap me, and then an 8. So I am right here saying as a barometer, you see the longest rolls, not because people avoid the 7s, because they roll the 7s at an accurate time that doesn't put them at a disadvantage, which is come out 7s for most shooters. So right here, I'd reduce that 20 to a 15, so I'm in the game for 30. It's a wash if I win. He turned on, I wouldn't have turned on, but that's preference. We're hitting in different, little bit different intervals. We're kind of getting to the same place at the same time. Is he off? Talk to me. I'm sweating this, to be honest with you. See, this is why I'm sweating this. So I'm down 30. I have 35 right here on the don't. That's it. All right, so watch this. We have seen a plethora of 4 points. We're still short on deuces because we had a bunch of 12s. We got a hell of a lot of 3s, but we also had a hell of a lot of 11s. We are still short on 10s per all the shooters. So right here, I wouldn't be taking a stab right in here. I would be sitting here with $30, $35 on the don't, and that's it. See, now he said, let's dig in. He's doing 80. Is he hedging? Oh, he's off. So this is just a stab for him. 5. Let's see here. He's got a big bet. I got a little bet. 4. I'm feeling better now that I'm hitting these little numbers. 6. I'm feeling good. 6. I'm feeling good. Keep rolling, man. Get me out of here. 9. Didn't like that 6 showing, but it's okay. 9. 8. Didn't like that 5 showing, but it's okay. 8. Didn't like the 4 showing. I like 3s and unders when 10's a point. Midnight. Scary. See? So right here, this is what I'm talking about. So we just paused. You know, I was sitting here explaining that you don't want to sit here and get crazy because all these things have been out of the bag. 10s have not been in the bag. So right there, I want to show this progression because this is a lot of times when people explain DGE, they say, I get in these holes and I don't understand how, and you don't get in holes and I don't understand how. This is a prime example of it, okay? You hit a 6, and then a 5, and then after these 3 points were made, you did a come out 7. No, you didn't. These 3 points were made. I put the bare minimum on the don't. You then rolled a come out 7, zapped me. I did my standard loss plus 5. It moved to the 8, the second most common number. And think about the sequence. You rolled a 7 and then an 8. You're not trying to juice up 8s after 7s. We never do that. So then I reduced the liability from 20 back to 15 to get out of this hole. Rolls to a 10. I just explained to you a minute later, like, hey, there's been a plethora of 4s. There's been a discrepancy between 10s and 2s. So right here, I am trying to get out of this as fast as possible, okay? And then right here, you're like, hey, this is my stab point. Remember, the barometer is if you roll 7s in between points, that's bad. Let's look at another aspect. You've rolled 6s and 8s, which are the second most common, not really good barometers versus rolling a 4, 5, 9, then a 10. On top of that, you rolled a 7 in between right here. So you've basically rolled a 7, an 8, made an 8, and now you're at a 10. And you have $80 right there. So yes, we're on the 5th point. $80 isn't the end of the world. But at the same time, someone can roll 11 points on you and get you in bad trouble. So I've lost 15 for the come out 7. I lost 15 for the 8. I had $30 right here. That's gone. So now I'm in the hole for $60. I'll have $65 on the don't after this. Let's see what he does.
Okay, 6 points made.
See what?
Down 8.
All right. So even though I said all that, he's down 80. I'm in it for 60. Or actually, I'm down 60 with 65 on it. Loss plus 5.
Come on, Ace, dude. Yeah, my friend. Oh, 6.
6. Right here. Flat bet. Sweating bullets.
6, 4 time. 9, Nina. 8, hard.
8 doing nothing.
Timer's going off.
4's doing nothing. 6. All right, so watch this. So right now, 60 and 65, I'm down 125. I have 130 right here, whereas he's going to have like 165 into it if he puts another 85 out there. Now look at the situation. Look at all your numbers are getting made right here in this inside. So now you have a 5. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points made. You just made your 6 point, but it's all these 6s. So yeah, you can keep juicing up the don't. You got to understand, you might roll another 8. You might roll a come out 7. You might roll a 7, 11, 8, or a 6, which are all really bad numbers when you get deep into the system, especially when you start losing money like that. So let's see it. I got I'm down whatever number I just said. I can't even remember what I said, but I got that down right there. I think I got 65, right? Either 65 or 125. Tell me, guys, in the comments. I can't remember what I said I'm in this for. Hold on. Actually, I can tell you right now before he rolls. 15 right here. 60. Oh, yep, 30. So I had 30 on there. So I'm down 60. So I have $65 right here. No, is that right? 15 for the 7, 30 for the 15 right here. You're at 120. Thank you. All right, 120 or 125. Boom! Right there, snake eyes. So this is, again, great opportunity. Hit your snake eyes. We're both good. We made a little bit of money on the pressing. We're both good, but understand the shooter's still shooting. At this point, I'd have $25 in the dome. I've already made my money back. Oh, yeah, he's losing his mind. I'd be losing my mind too. I was with Dale on one of our YouTube meetups, and I think I had 1,300, and he rolled like an ace-3, and I'm like, thank you, God. Can I just like have a good day? Look at him. He's losing his mind right now. I'd be losing my mind too. Like, give me my freaking money right now. Like, you sitting here trying to take my money? That's why I hear it. All you bastards get these come out 7s and y'all make $30. I finally get snake eyes to give me some love. That's all I wanted. Was just to get out of here with a little bit of money to fill up my gas tank. And y'all try to take it. All right, now hold on. So right here, 7. So I'm down 25. I'm just going to put another 25 right there because I'm hoping to get an outside number. But actually, I take that back. Because he rolled once again another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to be on his 7th point. But remember, the barometer is long rolls are not because they're missing 7s. It's because they're rolling them at the best time. So I'd flat it for another 25. All right, now watch this. He rolled a deuce. He's trying to work this. Once again, why are you trying to work it on the 7th point come out? Not the time to work. Right here, if I pressed it by 5, I'd have made $5. But Bajangies, I'm back to even. There's still $25 in the don't. Flat, no pass line for me. All right, 9. All right, so right here, I understand that you're almost done with your video. And that's, unfortunately, that for me, that's information right there. So let's just say for the argument at 45, Bobby has looked at me and said, Charlie, the next shooter, I'm out of here. So, I mean, we're both kind of looking good. So that's where like your friends would come in, or like it's late, or you're hitting your limits. You're like, hey, like I'm looking for the door. I'm going to take this as that aspect. But now let's talk about this. Okay, this is where you're at now. Okay, I got 25 on the don't. We got a billion points we made, and finally I'm on an outside number. My logic is we've made a bunch of 9s. We've made way more 9s than we have 5s. So to be back on a 9, I feel more confident than being back on a 5. But on saying that, I'm still only up like probably $200 to $300. I might be up more. I don't know. To be honest with you, I know I'm between $200 and $300 at this point. So right here, these are the moments. You have a $5,000 bankroll. You got to play like it. 150 odds on that 9 with my $25 bet. So I have 175 into the gambit if I lose it. 175. What's he going to do? Oh, he's doing 150. Look at that. Look at this, how deep we are. Fat 7. All right, look at that. That's beautiful right there in DGE style. He had the exact same logic. He had the exact same amount in his mind. He had the exact same kind of reasoning behind it. His amount was correct. Everything about that was juicy and good. We both reached the same levels with the same amount of concept. The only difference is I had a $25 flat versus the offset. But that was amazing right there. That's awesome. And he's losing his mind. He's like, oh, it's like he finished the session. Heck yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is, man. It's good. I like it. Look at him resetting all these chips. He's like, get these points out of here. I'm done with this trash. He's trying to explain it to. He's like, look at all this trash up here. This is garbage. Just push that right to the side. I don't need any of this. Just look at him. All right, he's losing his mind. I'd be losing my mind too. He's like, give me that money. I want all this money. Give me that money. That's awesome, man. I don't know how much you made, but I know you made a lot. I know I made a little bit. Other than that, hope this helped. If you guys are live, I'm going to try to do more videos like this. But if you liked it, man, comment on it. But other than that, Bobby, I hope this was insightful. This is for you, essentially. So, like I said, man, hopefully this is kind of what you're expecting. I like this format because I can get my ruler out. I can drink on the side. I can kind of wear what I want. And, kind of play with you. Unfortunately, I have to put this disclaimer in here. I mean, I searched for the video. Bobby picked the video. But like I said, this is theoretically a pre-recording. So theoretically, I could have known all these moves and came back and did this all in my head to make it sure it was perfect. But I had a lot of losses and deeper bits than he did. So you just got to take this with a grain of salt. Once again, I'm not here to try to say oh, this is how much money I made. I'm doing this and saying this is how he's playing, which is positive. This is how I would have played the same situation, positive. And regardless of what you think, I hope you can take away something positive from this. At the end of the day, I want you all to be, take the casino for their money. It's y'all versus the casino. It's never player versus player. But other than that, guys, I'm going to kind of do a different one. I'm not going to do my jiggle jangle with my hands. I'm just going to say, guys, it's a pleasure. Hope you like this ruler stick. I feel like, what's it called? Arizona, whatever his name is. I should break my stick on something, but I'm never going to break this. It's like a 1,000-year-old yardstick. But anyways, guys, this is Troy from DGE, and I'll check